And they said I was so charitable. Why not take a free laptop?
Yeah.
Okay, Clay Buckholtz.
Yeah. The guys at the Apple store were like, this guy, give him 2.
The depleted Roundtable is here. Hello, everybody.
Is it just us today?
I think Khari might come. I don't know. Noah and Justin said they're questionable, but I'm unsure. So we'll have to see.
I thought Noah was just getting a come on joke out. Was she actually serious?
No, she's actually questionable, yeah.
Well, I've got a surprise guest if he wants to jump up into my lap.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
Oh, boo.
Bring Ricky Bobby up.
No, Ricky's asleep. That was Bubbles the cat. But he just ran away.
Oh, questionable no more.
Oh,
hey, Noah.
Noah, hello.
Upgraded to
Get
available.
off me.
That's like those Miami Heat injury reports where they're just like, hey, everybody's questionable. Just kidding, they're playing.
We're all here.
And refusing to check out of the Airbnb.
You're keeping the background, Noah. I see. We're not going back to the blur. Actually, yeah,
I suspect she can't hear us.
That's fine. Yeah, no.
Why don't you just dive out your window?
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear you guys now. So Ahmed gave me a mic. And I'm trying to figure out how to use it. And he texted me instructions because for some reason I need instructions on how to use a mic. And I still can't figure it out. So no mic.
I have a backup mic if anyone ever needs one.
You may it may sound stupid, but the settings on here sometimes doesn't default the input of the new mic. So you may just
settings in StreamYard.
So that's what he said, but then the audio, I just don't even know what this is called. Like, is this speaker?
No.
Yeah. So,
what brand is it? Wait, we should just do this not during the show.
Well, it's good content.
Technically, it's inside baseball.
Oh, are we live? I'm sorry, I didn't know I was being started.
We are live.
Well, Sam, the problem you're identifying the reason I have 2 mics is because I was like, oh, it doesn't work. I'll just buy another one, and I was just like not messing with the Zoom settings.
Oh no, that's terrible. That's a catastrophe.
As we recently learned, when it comes to technology, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I think I'm still up, technically speaking.
Jack has one of the best mic stories, which was when you had to like walk around downtown Boston looking for the plug.
Yeah,
because you
I forgot
the computer, or you forgot it.
I forgot my cord for my mic. I was recording when I was in a hotel. And I just walked around from CVS to Target to CVS to every place I could possibly find, trying to find this cord. And it took me like an hour and 40 minutes. Dang. And I finally got it. We got back.
This is riveting stuff, guys.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, hello, everybody. We're here. Celtics Roundtable. We're 5 out of 7. I don't know if the other 2 are coming, but we'll see. We'll keep rocking. Bobby, how you doing today? Welcome in.
Doing fantastic. Excited to talk about the Celtics putting a bow on their second round series and then looking ahead to the ECF.
Hey, Rui. Sam. Hello, Rui. Sam, how are you?
I am excellent. Celtics 1-5. Don't have to watch them hopefully till Tuesday. This is why we play. This is why we play.
I would say you're the most miserable Celtics fan I know, but that's not even true, and that's a sad reality. Noah, how are you?
I'm good. It's been a long day. But yeah, happy to be here.
Cam, Rui's asking how Ricky Bobby is. How are you doing as well?
Hey, Rui. I'm great. Ricky. It's expensive having a dog. Everything that they need is more expensive than you're thinking. So we just went for a routine flu shot, and I get mine for free at CVS, and I guess Ricky doesn't get that treatment because that was an expensive flu shot for the dog.
Don't true this. Don't. Come on. What are we doing?
Wait, let's just do it right now. I want to. Sam and I weren't there. We want to hear the real recap. All right, let's just do counting stats. Who scored the most points in this mythical game of pickup?
It might be Noah.
Probably Richie.
Probably Richie.
I think Richie.
Richie was so shy.
Atop the leaderboard.
I was like, "Oh, Richie, I heard you ball," and he was like, "No, I don't ball." He's very
No, Richie is good. Richie was really good.
He has a dark past with basketball. He gets too competitive. He hurts somebody and ended their career.
Well, he played the V. He's like Bobby K over here. He was a real. Well, no. Did you play varsity?
I did. Yeah. I didn't know that Richie did.
Played varsity.
Yeah.
Oh, did he really?
Sam, did you play varsity?
2 years of varsity.
Jack,
clapping.
Jack, you didn't play varsity, right? How did you get good at hoops?
I didn't. I'm not. I never.
Okay, but then what are you gonna say about me when I?
Jack was also 5'2".
Yeah,
he's 4'11". Get it right.
If footage,
hello.
There he is. What's going on, big man?
What up?
Khari, did you play varsity?
I did.
What?
Yeah.
Why are you so surprised?
Yeah.
You?
No, for some reason, every time I talk to Khari about his high school life, I then black out the whole conversation, and then we start from square one every time I ask him about it.
I understand. Boston Latin School is the source of one of your greatest basketball anguishes. No.
It's true. It's true.
But
I
who's
think
counting?
it's my defense mechanisms blacking it out.
Khari, you might want to have a look in the comment section right now, specifically Trey Mackey.
Troy Mackey, get his name right. Respect
My bad,
him.
Troy. I'm blind.
Okay.
Ah.
All right. Well, so Khari, they're saying
Yes.
it was between Noah and Richie who are the leading scorers.
I
of
did
the
not say
game.
no. I think Richie scored.
I
think
I think you might have outscored Richie.
Usually, this is not a like
It
opinion
was
based
close.
thing.
It was closer than you think. Noah was actually out there.
She might have been the leading scorer.
Justin
Okay.
scored a lot too.
Who was
Yeah,
the
and
best,
he was
Oh,
coming
yeah,
from beyond the
Justin.
arc.
Jack is
Justin.
so uncomfortable with this narrative.
who was the best
You
3-point
want to
shooter?
make up a random person that doesn't even exist and feel like
I just don't think you scored the most. I was like,
I didn't. I didn't.
Okay, wait. Who was the best 3-point shooter?
Justin.
Richie.
Justin.
No, Justin.
Consensus.
I think
Okay.
Justin
think
made
Justin.
more. I think Richie's a better shooter.
Who? Oh, nice. Well, okay. So same question. Who got the most rebounds, and who was the best
Oh,
rebounder?
Khari.
Not even close.
Khari
Oh,
got, like,
Corrales
four
catching
No,
an L on the round table.
Didn't mean
Corrales is good. He's strong.
Yeah.
Rouse is good.
Okay,
Krause
best
is like a
passer.
former pro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
John
No
was skilled.
surprise.
He
Who was the best
beast out there.
passer?
Best passer? I'd say Corrales.
That's a good question.
Okay,
Corrales
couple-
has a good
Richie or
passer.
Corrales?
Couple more. Best teammate.
Best teammate. That's subjective.
Best teammate's the one you never want.
Bobby Manning got hyped up, like, and not even in that way. He was like screaming for everything. It was very fun to watch.
Oh well,
I'd love to
I
go
was gonna
back
say
to
worst
Bobby.
sport, most sour
Worst
grapes.
sport. I wasn't there.
Corrals got really mad at one point, but he
He,
got mad at
he
himself.
hulked himself up.
That's cool.
I would love for there to have been a highlight reel released from this game.
We needed more clips.
If Ahmed was there, he would have recorded, but he hadn't gotten to Cleveland yet.
Dude, when we do this over the summer, we're getting like a whole and one mixtape.
I mean, we're just going to keep consistently playing. This isn't like a one-off. We're just going to keep doing
We
it.
have to talk. We got to talk to the people at the Auerbach Center. They used to host media run at the end of the year as like a celebration, and I think it stopped around COVID or because of COVID. I've brought it up to Twist a few times that I want them to bring it back, and whenever Twist doesn't want to talk about something, he's like, "Yeah, that's interesting," and then it just dies on the spot.
It ain't happening.
The most polite rejection ever.
Yeah,
He just hears that. He's like, well, that's going to take up a lot of my time.
Jack, we can't sit in the front row anymore. Getting a question in the front row is so hard.
I like the front row. I like my spot.
I do too, but you have to
established
like. It's so
It's
uncomfortable.
all right. It's
Yeah,
all
and
right.
props for
Twist
getting the
knows.
last Al Horford question. And it was a good one.
That was big for me. I needed that.
Hey, sniped me. I didn't get a chance.
Shout out to everybody
I
who was
got the
thinking about
Jordan
asking
shrug
about it.
from Jeff Twist yesterday.
I got a lot. Well, I kept fighting the shrugs. I apologized after that. I was because you're like I don't know. It's very visible in the front row in the playoffs. It's a different beast.
Happens.
I might
Anyways.
I might do the wall sit.
Speaking of the playoffs, Celtics took down the Cavs game 5 yesterday, led by the man Al Horford, who we can talk about. He is the thumbnail after all. Huge performance from Al. 6 threes, 15 rebounds, 5 blocks, a million crowd pump up sessions, whatever you want to call it. He was amped up in game 5. He did everything for the Celtics. I'll start with Bobby and I'll go in a circle. Bobby, just what was it like watching that Al Horford performance to you?
I think that's a game that when Celtics fans think of Al Horford's career, they will always remember. Like the one in Milwaukee where he threw the elbow at Giannis to give him a taste of his own medicine as he dunked it. I think this also will pretty quickly come to mind, even in years down the road. And this was another one where I can't envision a scenario where the Cavaliers actually win that game last night, as depleted as they were. But it wasn't a great start. And it was a little bit of a same old Celtics, not looking like they're about to really capitalize in the way you would anticipate at home on a golden opportunity. And Al Horford said it post game, I felt like I had to do something. And so that really, the combination of not stepping up in opportunities in the past and what was in front of them, it brought the best out of Al Horford. He brought a dormant TD Garden to life. He woke his team up. And he just continued to make the Cavaliers pay, whether it was 3 blocks on Darius Garland as they kept going at that matchup one-on-one, whether it was starting to shake off his shooting slump and knock down threes. He made 5 of his last 8 after being 0 for 11. So he really, I mean, that was an inspiring performance from Al Horford last night.
Khari,
do we have a caller right now?
Yeah,
What's
I don't know
happening?
whose phone call is.
That's
Someone is
me.
about to get
That's
murdered.
me. That's my that's my
The old home phone at Khari's house.
Yes, an
Shout out
old
to the
landline. Yeah. But to answer your question, a lot of what Bobby said is correct. I think it just showed a lot of Al's personality. And it's really interesting because like we don't see him getting fired up like that. So when you know that you have like engaged, fired up Al, it's a big game. It's different. And you know, it's go time. And I don't know, like it was really encouraging to see Al get a shot back because he was like 0 for 10 from 3 before that. Like he just couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Then he just caught fire. That was encouraging. And it's just one of those performances that makes you go, this is their 6th option doing this. Like, you know what I mean? This is not Tatum. This is not Brown. You know, this ain't even D. White or Drew. Like, this is Al, who at this point is a backup center. And he just completely took over that game. And it was beautiful to watch.
Sam?
What a moment. I mean, to build on what Khari had to say, going forward, like that game is going to mean something. Both in the legacy sense that Bobby mentioned, but also in the, he was 0 of 10 before that. And kind of need him to start making threes as these playoffs roll along. Like you're going to start playing real teams. You're not going to play the Cavs with nobody playing or the Heat with nobody playing. You're going to have to play Knicks team that has been making threes at a high clip this postseason, or the Pacers who have been playing energetic ball, and Miles Turner has played really well for them at the center spot. So you'd have to kind of match that sort of energy. But also, it was really nice to see literally anybody on the Celtics show emotion. It's something that we talk about all the time, Jack, where it's like, well, that's just not everyone's cup of tea, and that's fine. But for Horford to just kind of give emotion any opportunity that he got, borderline overdoing it, not that you can overdo it in that spot, it was awesome. His reaction after hitting the dagger 3 to put him up 14 with like 1 minute left was unbelievable. The photo was awesome of him jumping up and doing the Jordan fist pump. I love to see the energy from him. You can tell how much it means to him. He's somebody that, as a Celtic, has had nothing but success. We talk a lot about Tatum and Brown and all the conference finals they've made now. 6 out of 8 for Jalen, 5 of 7 for Tatum. Well, Horford's been here 6 seasons now, and this is number 5 for him. He is also a big part of that. And I am just truly rooting for him as an individual because I just feel like he's been around long enough. He deserves to finally get that ring.
Noah?
Yeah, I think you guys said quite a bit about, captured a lot of my feelings about this. But the one thing that I'll add is that I think this whole saga with Al over the last couple of weeks is a good reminder that I feel like we're really willing to bury people and say like this person is washed, this person is, they're no longer able to contribute at this level, just kind of like make sweeping generalizations about players after a couple of bad games. And I never subscribed to this idea that Al Horford was now going to be a liability defensively for the rest of time and never going to be able to hit another 3-pointer. Like he had a rough stretch like any other basketball player. And I think sometimes players that are more towards the tail end of their careers, like will have that leash, fan bases turning on them. But it was such a bizarre reaction from the Celtics fan base. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I felt like everything I saw online on, media talking about it, Twitter, was just people basically saying like Al is washed. And then he comes back and has one of his best games, like Bobby said, as a Celtic. I thought it was pretty timely and pretty amazing, and it came at a really meaningful time. But this is the same Al Horford the last year shut down Joel Embiid in the playoffs, right? Like down the stretch in a couple of games where he just took over that game. This is the same Al that in the finals the year prior, had one of his highest scoring playoff games ever, right? So I don't think there's any reason to be surprised at this. Physically, he hasn't dealt with many injuries. He feels good. And so there's no reason to think that these performances aren't going to keep coming. It's just not going to be every night because it's not what's needed every night. And not every night he's going to be able to do what he did yesterday. But I'm very glad that it came on. It happened yesterday because it was really getting like frustrating to watch the narratives around him just like after literally like a week of rough games.
Cam?
I got to shout out the chat. First of all, Rui hit the nail on the head. That Draymond Green question, Jack, remember what I said to you in the press room
About
last night?
Draymond?
No, about us asking questions.
Oh yeah, about how we always
Draymond's question
add an
was
extra
so
sentence.
horrible. And Troy, thanks for the shout out. Yeah, I guess I have a couple things. I think that Al Horford did run out of gas last postseason. I actually do think it's possible that we could take a performance like this for granted. And so preserving his minutes, he was playing 30-something minutes in the beginning of this series, and it looks like he was getting tired. He played whatever it was, 28 minutes in Game 4 and fewer here. So I think that's really important. Khari, I think, yeah, he's not a starting center. He shouldn't start. He shouldn't play starter minutes, and I think he doesn't have as much lift when he's tired, and he hits the front rim on threes. We saw that a lot. Bobby, the point that you raised, Horford even said, like, I don't think he meant to call out his guys, but he said, we in the huddle, we would say the right things, but then we wouldn't do it. And I don't know if this is 3 straight coaches and however many iterations of this team where we don't know why the Celtics just like play like dog poop when the going gets tough. And I've said before, like, it's not been a popular take, but I kind of blamed the veterans that, like, it's Marcus Smart's job, it's Al Horford's job, it's someone else's job to, grab the Jays by the metaphorical lapels and say, like, hey, wake up, please. And it sounded like Horford did exactly that. I mean, that's what he told us. He was like, I actually kind of like chose to be emotional. Like, I chose to sell the emotion. And I don't know, by the end of the second quarter, I think the Celtics closed on a 15-4 run. Drew got the message. Jason got the message. They started defending like they needed to. And then from there, the game took off. To say nothing of the threes. The threes were tremendous. He shot, what did he shoot? 6 for 13 for the game? Yep. Tied a career playoff high. So the defense is tremendous. And Noah, I think you're right. It's lazy commentary. I think Joe was saying, like, hey, Al Horford, you have to guard like all of their most athletic players, and it's going to look ugly, but you're going to be good enough at it, and it's going to take away other things from them. And so it looked awful, but I think it was by design, and people who didn't watch the game super clearly or with like a generous read were able to find holes in Boston's game. But I think Joe Mazzulla doesn't care what we think or what the zeitgeist thinks. He has a scheme and he goes for it, and maybe he adjusts. Sometimes he doesn't. So,
he certainly does not care.
Yeah,
so man, he borderline hates the media.
Joe cares what Gary writes, though. Joe cares a lot about what Gary writes.
I think they have like a fun relationship, though, which I like. I'm all for it. Also, like, go ahead, Cam. Go ahead.
It feels like a WWE plotline that is a little over drawn out, and they need to like come up with a new shtick. One last thing though, speaking of WWE, last night Alex, speaking of the Celtics Lab podcast, had the best analogy that Al Horford's got to finish the story, and if you know, you know. So for goodness sake, can you imagine if I would just like story finished, headline A1 in the Globe, if we can get that to be the narrative. So Khari, you've got it in there. See what you can do.
Dropped. Everybody understands the assignment. It's time. Other Al Horford thing that I forgot to mention. Talked about this with you, Jack. He was playing such good defense on Darius Garland that Darius Garland literally had his leg give out on him in the final minutes of the fourth quarter. Like, he was staying in front of the small 6'1" speedy guard like it was no problem. He was so engaged defensively, and going forward, that's going to be important. We've talked circles about, drop defense isn't good and it hasn't been the greatest. But if he's able to play like he did in Game 5, whether he needs to have an energy boost from the crowd or whatever it takes, it's going to be huge if you have to cover Brunson, Halliburton, looking over West, if Jamal Murray's part of the finals, if Denver gets there, even Kyrie. Like, these type of players are going to be a pain in the ass to guard off of screens, and having Horford engage the way he was against Cleveland, like even going back to Game 4, the overturned block call was pretty good recovery defense. Had another one in the first half of last night's game. He's showing a little bit of extra leg on defense, and I like it.
Can I respond to that? I also think that it's a trap for opposing teams, because guards then think like, I must drive. Look at this mismatch. Cleveland shot 48 threes in Game 4, but only 31 in Game 5. They took the bait. The whole recipe for success for Cleveland was like, hopefully they can hit a lot of threes, and they just kept driving. And in Joe's mind, 3 is worth more than 2 again and again and again. So I think that put Al Horford on the guard is a surprising tactic, and I think it's kind of to beg teams to drive on the Celtics, and they'll take what they can get in terms of rim protection, because it's such a weird decision otherwise. I mean, Sam, to your point, it's very admirable what Horford did. And speaking of admirable, Darius Garland, holy smokes. That dude broke his face twice this season, and down 3-1, he was, still gunning. I respect the hell out of Darius Garland.
With no mask. Guy hates
no mask.
masks.
I mean, Jalen clocked him in that same eye that he broke, and he stayed in the game. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, I think the Horford thing is a bend, don't break situation. I think I said that to you guys the other day, where it's good enough. It's not the perfect strategy, but it confuses or like entices opposing offenses to do things they probably shouldn't do. Or at least I think that's how it played out with Cleveland.
Al Horford came up big. Obviously, had a little bit of a side conversation. I'll get it back on track. Now, Eastern Conference Finals, 6th Eastern Conference Finals for the Celtics in the last 8 years. Don't know if we're getting the Pacers or the Knicks yet. I'll ask each of you. 1, who would you rather play? 2, who do you think the Celtics will play? And 3, what is your level of worry based on who the Celtics potentially play for each team? And we can go in reverse order here. So, Cam, I'll let you kick it off.
I was embarrassingly sending a text message. What was the question? Pacers, Knicks. Who's better? Who's a more favorable opponent?
More favorable opponent. Who do you think will win the series between the Pacers and Knicks? And 3, what is your worry level should the Celtics get either team or both teams?
The Celtics are going to the finals. You can book it right now. Clip it and send it to Old Takes Exposed. For the following reasons, the Pacers aren't that good of a basketball team. They don't play defense, and they have a lot of young guys that don't seem like they're ready for the moment. And I know that's like such radio fodder, but Tyrese Halliburton like literally pooped his pants in game 1 of that series. So sorry. The Knicks, there's just no way that's sustainable. I'll swing it to, environmental warrior Noah over here, but like, there's no freaking way. There's no freaking way that the Knicks can do this again. I mean, they barely got past the Sixers, and half the teams in the NBA qualify for the postseason. So you can be an average team and hang out in the postseason. The Pacers are an average team, and the Knicks are barely getting it done, in part because they're not a very deep team. They're overperforming. The whole premise of the Celtics is that Brad Stevens won Executive of the Year because they're plausibly 8 or 9 deep. These other teams are like 4.5 deep. So congratulations to the Boston Celtics for going to the finals.
All right. Noah, do you share the same confidence?
No, definitely not. I don't like saying that in general. Because how many people were saying the same thing about the Miami series last year? And so I just feel like in general, when a team is on a magical run, which Miami was on last year, and New York does feel like they are on this year, like sometimes I have to put logic aside. I think what Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart and Antonio Vincenzo have done this postseason is just totally like punch above their weight, punch above their roster. I think the Celtics are going to win that series, but I'm not going to say like I have a complete certainty that that's going to happen, just because we're seeing this team. They're having one of those runs, and Jalen Brunson is having one of those runs of like a star ascending type of performance. And if they come out against Boston with a ton of intensity and a ton of hustle, like I think this could be a very competitive series. I don't see a world where the Pacers win this game tonight. I think this is going to be a 6-game series for New York. I'd be very surprised. I'm really rooting for them because I need the finals to start on Tuesday for my own schedule. But outside, I think it's one of those things where New York's obviously a more challenging opponent, I think, for all the reasons that Cam said. And I do not overlook them. I think they have some of Isaiah Hartenstein, you get guys on the glass. Like Boston's going to have to be locked into the series, which is good. I think it's the perfect segue to finals. It's a great intermediary series between now and then.
Well, no, if the Timberwolves win tonight, ECF starts on Tuesday anyways. So
I need one of them. Yeah, I'll be very anxiously watching.
Yeah. Sam, thoughts?
So to answer your series of questions, who do I think will win the series? I don't think the Pacers are going to win. Unfortunately, I think that extra day gap in this series kind of fucks them over. They've been kind of capitalizing on New York being fatigued. That's the whole narrative around the Knicks right now. Like even Jared saying, first couple rounds, they're more scary because they're not gassed yet, but now they're gassed. And I agree. I don't think that goes away completely, but they do have an extra day off and, benefits them rather than the Pacers. I would like to play the Pacers just because I don't hate them. There would be less emotional stake in it for me. Like, I already have enough emotional stake with the Celtics. Like, I don't need it both ways. If the Celtics were to lose in Eastern Conference Finals to the Knicks, I would have to think about retiring, bag over the head for a considerable amount of time. Like, that would be all-time bad. Catastrophe. I hate the Knicks. I hate their fans. Worst people like ever. Terrible. They have no idea how to behave when their team is good. They're not used to it. They've been chanting, "We want Boston," since they won one game against Philly. It would be the greatest if they just didn't even get to the conference finals. Level of concern, emotions out of it, I think they should be able to beat both these teams. New York is only playing like 6 guys. One of them is Alec Burks, who is playing well, but it's still Alec Burks. The Hartenstein wrinkle of this.
Remind us all that Marcus Morris had 25 points on 10 of 13.
He did have 25 points. Respect.
Alec Burks can score the rock.
You never know who it's going to be.
The Celtics still won by 15.
What was it?
Celtics won by 15.
It's not the point.
But it was a game. Sorry, Sam. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Hartenstein, very scary. I agree with Noah on that take because Celtics in the past have broken my heart giving up second chances. Spring, for whatever reason, seems to be the season of giving for them. They love giving up second chances. New York's best fourth quarter offense is literally getting offensive rebounds. So you can't let that happen. This is a team that loves to play close games. And as somebody who watches all these Celtics games, I hate watching the Celtics play close games. So that is scary to me. But I still think they should be able to take care of it. I sure hope so. It would end me.
Khari, thoughts?
Sam, I'm not going to question your hate, but I am going to point out that the Knicks have been too irrelevant to really hate on them for a long, long time.
Oh, don't challenge me.
Oh, they've sucked for a long time. This is the first time they've been good.
They deserve
for
it.
Years. So, I mean, I get it. Boston, New York, whatever. But you definitely would rather play Indiana. I think that Brunson is a different beast than anyone else the Celtics have faced in the postseason thus far. He's been doing this for a long time. He just hasn't been getting the respect. McDonald's All-American, NCAA national champion. Didn't go well for him in Dallas, but now he's found a home in New York and he's doing well. I was at Villanova that year they won in 2018 with Brunson, DiVincenzo, Hart, Mikal Bridges, Omari Spellman. So those dudes have had chemistry for a long, long time. Unlike a lot of these NBA counterparts, they've been doing it. They've been doing it together. A significantly scarier opponent than anyone the Celtics have faced so far. And that environment at MSG is going to be crazy. It's going to be a zoo. So the Celtics got to be ready for that too.
Bobby, thoughts?
I mean, I didn't even think about Sam's heart monitor. If it's Celtics Knicks, especially games coming down to the wire. So that's another reason that this has to be the series. And so, I mean, you like Khari just said there, the atmosphere is going to be absolutely electric in both arenas. But this is a Knicks fan base that will literally parade in the streets when their team has a big regular season win or when they wrap up the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. So if it's them in the Eastern Conference Finals and it's against their arch rivals, it's going to be bananas at MSG. And then TD Garden, it's almost like a challenge. Can you match that? Can you exceed that? You might get another call out from Jaylen Brown because the crowd was quiet for a good chunk of the start of that game last night before Al Horford brought them to life. So Celtics Knicks for the rivalry, for the atmosphere, all of that has to be the matchup. As far as the bigger threat, we've all said it and understand that it's not the Pacers. I can't imagine Indiana going to New York for a game 7 and pulling that out. Quite frankly, I don't think they're built for it as long as Jalen Brunson stays healthy. And then a big question becomes, what about OG Anunoby's status moving forward? Can he be healthy? Can he be available consistently? And what level is he capable of playing up to? Because now the matchups get really fascinating. If we're talking about the likes of Derek White and Drew Holiday trying to contain Brunson while you have Josh Hart and Anunoby to match up with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. So to me, this series and the threat level, you have to take the Knicks seriously. And like Noah said, when certain individuals like a Brunson are on this magical run, you have to respect where that might take them and the confidence that gives a team and a player. At the same time, the Celtics should get to the finals, and it would be a failure if they don't beat a Knicks team that, as we've all noted here, is already exhausted and losing bodies with each series.
Big Eastern Conference Finals test for the Celtics as outlined. Got the Knicks and the Pacers in the front, but as I've repeatedly stated to Stam as he yells and yells and yells, you can't do anything until they play the games. They got to play the games. You got to trust them. You got to let them play the games before you get angry. And that is the motto we have to live by. At least for my own mental sanity.
I did think of the sweep as we discussed. I thought about it. I
remember. And also, I enjoyed this interaction. No. Anyway,
mention OG. They'll tell you he's the second coming of Christ. That never lost.
You're pre-mad. They're not even playing the Knicks.
But is OG even gonna play?
I have to say, I love the Knicks.
That's how
the Knicks are tight. The Knicks are so
I like
cool.
the Knicks too. I've said this to Sam.
It's a great Knicks team.
You guys all suck.
I think
you're just eating
You're depriving yourself by not enjoying watching them.
You can like the team and not like the fan base. That is possible.
Okay, I'll agree with that. I think the players, especially Brunson, likable. Fans, worst people ever.
Oh, the fans are the best.
No.
The fans, I'm sorry, the flips, the fan.
Are they worse than Miami
the
fans?
Side talk cam.
Yeah, the
those
side
videos
talk
are
is
always
great.
phenomenal.
Khari, that's a false equivalency. The Miami fans are scene kids. This is like the Knicks people are insane. It's great. They're the best fans in the NBA.
Oh no.
They're so irrational. It's unbelievable.
They're the worst.
I admire the Knicks fans so much. I think that they are tremendous.
I mean, you got to give them credit. They've stuck with a team that has given them minimal hope for a long time.
Yeah.
Them losing a game 7 to the Pacers would make my year.
You know what's and Sam, if the Knicks fans were as deplorable as you say they are, they would have become Nets fans. They've stuck with the Knicks even when the shiny thing opened up in Brooklyn.
Oh, they didn't
give a shit about the Nets. I really love the Knicks fans. They're great.
Sam, how dare you root for us getting a game going to Indiana next round?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Right?
What?
I'm not going.
What?
No, I'm not going. It doesn't
What are
matter
we
to me.
doing here?
Listen, I'm an only child. I'm selfish. What do you want of me? What do you want of me?
Anyway, you guys
to go back to OG though, he did look like he smoked his hamstring. No one was going to talk about it. And then she challenged me. I couldn't let it happen.
Yeah, the Knicks. There's only like 5 guys who can even play for the Knicks.
They would let me be on their bench.
They might need it.
From the
I should actually go and sabotage
Celtics
them.
to their arch rival, Sam.
What'd you say?
I mean, if the
From
money's
the 15th
green,
roster spot for the Celtics to their arch rivals.
They didn't sign me. People wanted it. Actually, people wanted Nemi and they listened.
This is your revenge story.
All right. Do you guys want to do trivia?
yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
Right. Hey, if you're a Celt of the Roundtable and you haven't gassed this up on Twitter, what are you even doing here? How's that for shade, Sam?
I retweeted it.
Yours is automatic. That doesn't count.
I retweeted the pod one.
Okay, let's do trivia. We have to go to. Who is Captain Birdeye?
I don't know.
What the hell is that about?
No, thank you.
That's amazing. Chat's off is correct. All right, let me.
If you have to leave, just give us a wave.
Yeah, no, you can leave whenever you need to leave. Don't worry about it.
We would have noticed. You
She
can't
just wanted
Irish
to Irish
exit
exit.
a 6-person call.
Well, I explained to them in Cleveland that I like Irish exiting because I think announcing you're leaving sucks some of the life out of the room, you know?
No, I'm Irish. How dare you use a terminology like that?
Wow.
Well, this is
That's
me
actually
leaving.
very offensive.
All right.
Bye, Noah.
Bye, Noah.
See you on Tuesday, I hope. Okay, what do you guys really think of Noah?
Jared, you can say whatever you were going to say.
Irish
right.
people do not
Oh.
leave rooms quietly. I don't know where that stereotype came from, but that has not been my experience with my Irish family at all.
All right, let's break out the trivia time. Let me break out the wheel.
Pull it
Take Noah off the wheel. See who's on the same teams this time around. Here y'all go. All right, Sam, put the music on.
Wait, are we on Twitch right now?
DJ LaFrance.
We are, yeah.
We're always on Twitch. Just nobody usually
Wow.
shows up.
I feel like a million years old whenever we do tech stuff.
We had someone show up on Twitch for Talking Seas just to say, I'm rooting for Sam in trivia.
Number 1 overall.
Was it
pick.
Captain Birdeye who just said he's beautiful?
It might have been
wasn't.
Captain Bird-Eye's burner
I think
account.
it was.
I think Captain Birdeye is Sam's burner account. Oh,
Multiple.
Bobby, are we our teammates?
I haven't
No,
been
not
paying
yet.
attention to the wheel.
Hey,
I
we're
saw
not listening
Khari
to the
go,
Duck
and now
song?
you.
Ducks
we are
on.
listening to the Ducks.
Oh, that's the duck song. Sorry. Omar, you want in? My fat cat is hanging out. Hey, buddy.
So that's me and
Alrighty.
Khari. Accurate?
Yep.
Yeah.
Bobby and Khari.
Oh,
Sam,
let's get it, big
go,
dog.
Let's go.
Let's grind their bones into dust.
I
Hey,
agree.
buddy. That was non-negotiable. Sorry, I didn't mean to suggest it was.
All right. Question is simple. The worst free throw percentage in a playoff run for a Celtics player since 2014.
Since 2014, in a single season run, you mean?
Yep.
Is there a minimum attempt number?
Nope.
Hmm. Who gets first bite of the apple?
I'm going to tell you exactly the things I put into StatHead to get these results, just so you know. I said worst free throw percentage, 2013-14 season forward, so the 2014 playoffs. Any player, any number of attempts, single playoff run. Worst free throw percentage. Top
Wait, if
two
anyone
most-
wanted to cheat, now it's as easy as possible.
Khari, we should start
Come on,
our
love.
mental telepathy conversation.
Okay.
Come here, bud.
Wait, so who gets who's
Oh, hello,
first?
Cat.
You
You
guys are
and
first. You're on the top.
Khari, you and Bobby are first.
This
We're
is
on the
gonna end
clock?
in disaster. Guys, this is Omar.
Hello, Omar.
He's big. He's a big cat. Omar, you say hi? Oh, okay. Yes.
Can you wear Omar around your neck like a little scarf?
He's gonna rip my headphones out, and it's gonna end in despair.
One of my cats lets me do that. Let me see if I can find the picture as we kill.
Mr.
Omar
Simone,
likes to.
Yeah, Bobby.
Oh,
Pick
we
us
will
in.
go with Jaylen Brown.
Jalen
Most
Brown.
obvious first pick ever.
Thank you, Samuel.
what did you guys say? My headphones fell out.
Don't
Pick
you worry
Jalen.
about it, Cam.
JB.
Oh, that's pathetic. Oh, that's a cute little cat.
Look at him.
614.
Wait, what season was that? That's so bad, Jalen.
Wouldn't you know it's this year, baby?
No! Jalen Brown. He's never gonna beat those allegations. Sam, I'm.
He is shooting so far in the playoffs. He is 27 of 44.
It's a
Yikes.
lot.
Yep.
Since 2014, eh?
Yep.
I mean, I'm gonna be prejudiced and say like, who are the biggest players who played? Like Taco? Like, did he get playoff run?
This is a good question.
If you guess somebody who didn't attempt a free throw in the playoffs, you get 1,000. You get like 100%.
That's not nice.
What the hell? One day we're making Jack do trivia and see what he's got.
Oh no, he's chalked if that's the case.
He'll never do it. He'll duck the smoke.
Well, I can do this type of trivia. Like this is deductive reasoning. I wasn't good at the trivia we played because that was like actual questions.
All right.
Starting to brainstorm.
We're going to get you in one of these games.
M Swim crest is the two guys on the top next to the crest logos. Swords are the two guys on the bottom next to the sword logos. They're each going to get 6 guesses, and whoever has the lowest free throw percentage at the end. So I'm just going to add the numbers up. Whoever has the lowest number wins.
Whoa, Sam is unloading the clip with our. We're thinking about it over here. Yeah, I think Sam. I think that's a good one.
Okay. I guess Greg Monroe.
Greg
The
Monroe.
the moose himself.
Probably shot 2, made them both.
What does that say? 682. Okay, that's not bad.
Not bad. Good
Greg
answer.
Monroe was. I'm trying to find which column is free throws. 15 of 22 in his playoff run with the Celtics in 2018.
Wow.
Surprised he took that many.
Is this Ducks in the Pond still? This is. I'm so relaxed listening to Ducks in the Pond.
Well, he played 105 minutes in that playoff run. That is wild.
Sam, I like all of these things that you're. Oh, the ones that you're.
Thinking about it.
that we've been thinking about. Oh, with the hammer. That's so pathetic. I hope that's right. All right. Hey, Crest, you awake over there?
Bobby Khari, it is your
Yes?
turn.
Yeah.
They're
You guys
thinking.
are so boring. We just tuned you out.
What?
Hmm. She's gonna have Minecraft villager in the background of this instead of feeding the ducks.
There's a
So should I-
YouTube video called 10 or like 1 hour of silence broken up by random laugh tracks. I'm gonna put that on next time we play trivia.
That's so bad. You get the laugh track when you guess.
I also have no idea when they submitted the Greg Monroe guess. I tuned you guys out completely.
Bobby just locked in.
This is about a minute or two ago. So thoughts, Khari, Bobby? Do we have a guess?
Marcus Smart.
That we're going with. Alrighty. Let's see here.
He played so many. It might be there might be.
But it would have
short
come
one that
out in the
he
wash.
did.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That a boy. KT.
What number is that? It's so small.
53.
Marcus? Are you kidding me?
Well, what year was that? Was that like 15?
Hold up. Let me add them together first.
He had 9 playoff runs to choose from.
Yeah. I just always considered him a good free throw shooter.
That was 2015.
Yeah.
He shot
4 games
Boy,
against
Khari.
Cleveland.
8 of 15.
Oh, Bobby,
8 of 15.
that was your suggestion. Good
You
work.
went through it. You clicked final answer.
I got you.
Sam, I think the one I just texted you, I'd like to punch in.
Which one? First or second?
I'll take it from here.
Okay.
The artist formerly known as Inez Cantor, please.
I considered him.
Ooh.
Even if it's, I just hope.
we gotta
against hope.
stay in. Yeah. Yeah. Good
loser!
answer.
What a loser.
He shot 5 of 10 in 2020. 5 of 10.
Yeah, I feel like I remember him missing some frustrating free throws.
I'm surprised this one isn't further burned into my brain.
Yeah, that's only. Well, I'll take it offline here.
I have one that I don't think we should guess yet.
I think considering this is an entertainment product, I think we got to talk more, guys.
This is true.
I mean, you guys are the one off the clock right now. Keep the conversation going, Cam.
This is true.
All right, Sam. So if the Celtics play New York, what are your opinions on Spider-Man?
Still a fan of Spider-Man. Spider-Man not a character known for his affection of sports. So, I mean, if he was a Knicks fan, still worst superhero alive. Unfortunately, he would fall into the category, but still can have kids looking up to him.
Cam, how does it feel to get the retweet from Mr. KP last night?
Cam crushed it last night.
Yeah, I'm getting that Twitter blue money, baby. Me and KP are boys, we. I DM him stuff. He likes it,
Yeah, pretty good.
No, it's funny. You guys have all had this experience where a tweet takes off fast, and you're like, but that's something's happening here. But I didn't know that was going to happen. Well, the fun part was that then the Celtics retweeted that, so I made good content for people.
Mr. Simone, the pick is in.
The
All
pick
right,
is
let's
in.
hear it.
We will go with Amir Johnson.
Oh, Sam, that's a great poll out of you guys. What a shame that.
All right, we like that. We like that.
We'll take
I
it.
want to go with this one.
I want to go with that one too. If only can you throw the visual up there somehow, or I'll just put my.
No, I don't want that one yet. I want to go with the one the last text one I sent.
Yeah, dig it. I do think the on the clock element of trivia might be something to explore.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
We
I'm-
can do this
shot
speed
clock.
chess.
And we could
We're
get
gonna
even like a
go-
little ding for when the pick is in. Okay, Sam,
Tristan Thompson.
Ooh,
Canada's
I
finest.
like that.
Dude, probably just nails from the free throw line.
Might.
5 games against Brooklyn. Yep.
Ugh.
Love to see it, Khari.
My twin sister was at a game, one of the games, game 2 maybe, and I went to visit her, and she was like, "Who's that? Who's that?" And she was like, "Is that?" And I said, "Yeah, that's Tristan Thompson," and she knew him because of the Kardashian stuff.
The pick is in, Jack.
Ooh, speed round. What we got?
We will go with Jay Crowder.
Jay Crowder.
Oh, that hurt if that's the case.
Really that bad?
Jeez Louise. Oh my god. As someone who's allergic to cats, letting cats climb all over you is a bad call. Okay.
Should I do the visual one, Cam? Do you think it's worth it?
I think the one that I just liked. How many more guesses do we have?
You guys have 3 more. They have 2 more.
Let's do the one that I just liked, and depending how close it is, the visual one is like a heroic heave.
Okay, you go ahead.
Okay, well, respectfully to the great nation of Australia, we'll take Aaron Baines. Although he had a nice hitch in his shot that maybe was effective after all.
All right, we're back.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Not all of Australia.
Of all the ones I sent, that was my least favorite too. I was like, he had
I don't have a
3-point shot. I had faith in him.
Yeah, he's got that boop. I figured I would have translated, but just profiling a big man.
He shot 1 of 2 in the 19 playoffs.
Are you kidding? He's only had 2 free throws?
A dog.
That's friggin' insane.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could run this back as total missed free throws and
no, then it gets super easy. Not super easy, but it just becomes
it changes the tenor of it,
the
though.
most games.
Yeah, you would just guess Tatum and Brown and all the top guys.
Okay, fine. Never. Sorry, I just said something. We'll just sit here
It's-
and listen
it's
to the
more-
Ducks. Do we pay for this StreamYard service?
Yeah.
Is it expensive?
I don't think it's that bad.
All right, Jack.
Okay.
Yes,
you got
sir.
it, Khari.
The pick is in.
Pick is in.
O'Shea Brissett.
That's funny. I don't know if he's shot free throws or not. That's going to be a 1 for 2 situation, isn't it?
No, he missed all of them.
Whoa!
Khari! Let's go. I hated to bring that up to my Syracuse brethren, but I had a feeling if he went to the line, that's the number we were getting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's embarrassing
Yeah.
because that just happened, didn't it?
0 for 2. 0 for 2.
Khari.
Jamie's got it.
Nice cat, Jamie D.
Can't run with the picture yet. We gotta do some more thinking.
So we have 2 more guesses.
We have 2 more guesses. Gotta do some thinking.
Let me think about what you sent me.
Jack does not have to answer, or don't say anything, Jack.
You
but there
guys said
has to be
Amir.
more than 1-0.
You said Amir Johnson.
Yeah, they
did.
had him.
The one that I just liked is another one that it could have been he went 1 for 2.
Yeah,
But he could have also gone 2 for 2, and I don't.
I think he was low-key decent.
Wait, can we come back to Taco? There's no way he was good at shooting free throws, right?
I don't think Taco actually played in playoff games.
Oh yeah, it's playoffs. Okay, that's a pretty solid point you raised.
I remember they put him in for that OG inbounds pass, and that was the only time he played.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good point.
Did he play in the Philly series? I don't think so.
I have memories of him playing Philadelphia, but I don't know if it's a playoffs. God. It's crazy how little I feel like I remember about.
This is a good question because this doesn't really stick out.
Jalen is such a nice guess. I'm so annoyed and impressed by you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Was Jared Sullinger on the team in the playoffs?
He was.
I bet he shot 78%, and it's not going to be a good enough guess. Sam, I would say let's pull the one that I just liked, or take some big man and hope that he didn't not take any free throws.
Okay, yeah, we'll do the one you like then. We'll do Jabari Parker.
Sorry for Jabari. Okay.
Ooh.
Good answer. Good answer.
I was hoping to see a 1,000 come up right there. Khari, you got this one.
Oh, so we're getting smoked right now?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord above. Okay.
Jack,
He was
that's-
6 of 8. Yes, sir, Khari.
can we have Al Horford, please?
Oh.
Can.
I hope that's not true. What the hell?
There we go.
We
Mr.
can
Thompson for 3.
Dude, I can even shoot
He shot-
50% from free throw.
He shot 2 of 4 this year. Is that
Well
the
done,
guess?
Sam.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, punch it in.
I'm gonna make
Kid
them
for
both.
disrespecting the GOAT.
Gosh damn.
Khari, do you see
Oh,
Donovan
Rob
talk about
Williams. How
the
did we
best
not get
part
that?
was
Yeah, I don't know how you
after
didn't get
Grant
Rob.
missed him, that he then went and
Oh.
grabbed the rim and looked at it like it was like something was wrong with it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
so-
Rob was 33%. That was the next lowest behind O'Shea. He was 2 of 6. Mhm. O'Shea was the nail in the coffin, though, for y'all.
That was a great guess.
like Rick Ross. O'Shea, I hated had to be him.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Very tough. Anyways, all right. Any final thoughts from anybody before we head on out of here? Anything else we wanted to discuss?
I think we covered it all.
Good.
I want to know what's been your favorite moment of the postseason so far, either on the court
Horford.
or as the experience of it.
From a Celtics standpoint, Al Horford, from an us perspective, it's been a few things that are pretty high up there. Playing ball in Cleveland was awesome. Talking with some of the Celtics assistant coaches has been pretty cool along the way. So it's been a lot of different things that are pretty high up there.
Oh, you got to talk to assistant coaches? Hey, Jack, have you ever talked to any assistant coaches?
I have. Maybe. Perhaps. Actually, not for what you're thinking of, ironically enough, but I have.
Very true.
My favorite, Mabel's in Cleveland.
Ah, you stole
Mabel's
mine,
was
Jack.
banging.
I had to take it. I knew you were thinking of it.
Yeah.
Oh, we went to a barbecue place in Cleveland, and it was good stuff.
We also went to a karaoke bar where Jack's performance was so good that the woman emceeing it said, "Beautiful rendition, Jackass."
Wait,
Come
wait,
on.
wait, wait, wait,
Me
wait,
and
wait,
Turp.
wait, wait.
Me and Turp got up there.
I was with you guys
Turpin
for like
was good,
6
too.
hours last night,
was
and
good.
this didn't come up.
Yeah, we
Did I?
did karaoke.
What did you sing?
I sang "Before You Go" by Louis Capaldi.
Pull it up.
Good song. Hell
That's
no.
insane.
Someone
What
has
did
to have
what did
it.
Turpin sing?
He sang
He did the
for the
script,
first
right?
time. For the first time, yeah.
For the longest time, you mean?
No,
No,
for
that's
the
a
first
different
time.
song.
What's for the first time?
For the first time. Ooh, it's by the script. You never heard that song? You
No.
know the song.
For the longest time is an old song, Cam.
You'll never see
I know,
it.
but
Jared.
Turpin's classic.
You'll never-
He's an old soul. That's true.
I
When they
love
win
Turpin.
the title, you got to pull it up.
All right.
Is there
For the
footage?
record, me and Bobby were gonna do a duet, but we ran out of time. We were gonna do 4 or 5 seconds.
That-
I
we were about to bring the house down, but they
burn Cleveland to the ground.
Cleveland on a Saturday night went until 2 a.m. packed house.
Would
But
have been
yes,
lit.
me and
It
Khari
was
would have brought the house down.
It would have been lit.
Facts.
It was amazing.
Too bad. It
I
was like
can't
2
wait for
a.m.
I can't wait for the tear we're gonna go on to celebrate the finals. We're talking playing hoops. We're talking going out. We're talking karaoke. The Celts are painting the town red.
Well,
We need
we
Cam
shall
in
see.
NYC.
All right, let's go around the horn. Tell people where to find you on Twitter, where to find your work, all that good stuff. Cam.
I just wait for Chris Stapps to retweet my shit. I
Mm.
guess.
Ooh,
Actually,
what a flex.
an episode of Celtics Lab is premiering concurrently right now on YouTube. So if you are looking for more Celtics content and this didn't scratch your itch, go find the CLNS media page, and an episode of Celtics Lab is airing literally right now.
Here you go, Bobby.
Find me on Twitter at Bobby Krivitsky. And you can find my Celtics coverage for SI at Inside the Celtics. The URL is si.com/NBA/Celtics. So all the playoff coverage is over there.
Yes, sir. Khari.
You guys have my handle at _Khari Thompson, and find me in the Boston Globe and on Boston.com.
Yes, sir. Sam.
You can find me here. How about them Celtics YouTube? You can find me on CelticsBlog. Just did a piece about the fans actually showing up for Game 5. Shout out to Horford for that. and doing a little bit of work with Bobby on how about them inside the Celtics, and yeah, the occasional pop on the late night with First to the Floor is fun too. So check those guys out.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. I'm on Twitter at JacksonMoneNBA. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to How About Them Celtics, and turn the notification bell on, because sometimes we're not live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m., which is when Celtics Roundtable usually is. Sometimes we got to bump it because of the games, but make sure to tune in, be ready for the tweets, and keep the notification bell on so you know when we're live and when we're coming at you. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll see you later. Peace out.